right. Hey, this is Chris from BattleRap.com. Here with Cortez. We're in Toronto, Flatline 3. It happened. You battled Arcane. What'd you think?
What'd you think?
I thought that it was the battle that we needed to see at the right time in terms of the order of the card. I thought you and both you and Arcane really brought a new level of finesse to it, and I think that there was a very clear distinction between your performance and a lot of the performances we'd seen leading up to it. So yeah, I thought you killed it performance-wise. It was great.
Thank you. My game plan with Arcane was, okay, I didn't want to beat a dead horse. It had to be addressed. It hasn't been addressed a certain way. Pat Stay addressed it, but also when Pat Stay addressed it, he was going for a chain. So he had a whole different...
Sorry, just take one step back. Address what? What are we talking about?
The whole ghostwriting shit, the shit with Arcane, the issues and all that. Honestly, I don't really care if he did it or not. It was just more or less, if that's the angle you're gonna give me, I'm gonna run with it. And it was just I didn't want to be the dead horse, like I said, but it was so much original ideas that came out. I said, I gotta run with this. So the first 2 rounds, I really broke him down, and then the 3rd round, I just made my claim, 4X champs. Right. I think it's time for me to come and, you know what I mean, go for the chain. I can arguably say I'm 5-0 in King of the Dot. You feel me? Convincingly. You feel me?
Which 5? Holohan,
Tax, Disaster, Caustic, and now Arcane. And if you talk about the 4X champs, Thesaurus, Disaster, Holohan, and now Arcane.
Holy smoke. Think about it. Is that something that you're interested in chasing that chain?
Yes,
why?
Where Cortez is at right now, it's not really about the resume. I have one of the best resumes. We know that. Fine. It doesn't really matter if you think I win or lose. We don't have judge battles. But I want to get back into a judge battle, first off, because I think it's just going to motivate me more knowing it's judged. And I think now it's at the point where Cortez performances is what I'm looking for. It's not about my opponent. It's about, yo, look, I'm going to come and bring something to the table, and that's consistency. Every fucking time. Consistent. A crazy 3 rounds. Original angles. Wordplay. Bars. You get what I'm saying? And I'm traveling. So it's just right now, I really just feel comfortable. Everything's coming to me, and I just wanted to end the year a certain way, and with Arcane, it just...
Right. It was a good battle. Now, I just want to go back to what you were saying, that you don't really care about ghostwriting. A lot of people do. A lot of fans definitely do. It seems like every time Arcane's name is brought up in the last year or so, it's somebody in a Facebook thread, saying, oh, that's the guy that bought bars, and kind of have dismissed him for it. But is that, you're saying it's not an issue to you?
I'm saying what it was I do what I do. So whether he did it or not wasn't the question. But you gave me the lane and you threw the alley-oop, so I'm going to dunk it. You feel what I'm saying? So it was certain people felt a certain type of way about it. But they should have felt a certain type of way about it because it was for something like a chain. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the basis of the whole Grand Prix tournament. It's yo, you're going to be able to write this much. It's supposed to be that hard that you might run out of bars and have to freestyle. So, I understand what he did. He created an advantage and, he cheated or whatever. It's fine. But I was just looking at it you know what? Pat Stay came at him a certain way. I didn't want to come at him that way. I wanted to point out certain things and do it my way. You know what I mean? I think I did that, especially the first 2 rounds. I painted a certain picture that it was just you looked at him that way.
Now, what did you think of him as an opponent, the content that he brought for you?
All right. As a writer, Arcane is super, super dope. I think what it is, I don't know what it is, maybe the big venues, because I felt like I had that problem, but I feel like now I'm really figuring out how to perform on a stage, and it's real hard. And right now, he's going to have to go through that. We all go through it. I went through it. Battle rappers go through it. You go through a rut, the fans ain't fucking with you. But you have to show and prove that. And I think with his material, it was dope. Especially his 3rd. His 3rd and his 2nd were both good. Yeah. You feel me? I think my 2nd overshadowed, but his 3rd was dope. So it's I just think his angles were good, but also, he's a person that doesn't want to beat a dead horse. So he was probably looking for original angles, but there's not really original, more stuff to talk about with me that's original. You feel what I'm saying? So I get what he's saying, but props to Arcane, you know what I mean? We put on a show at the end of the day, and, I love Toronto. I love King of the Dot, so.
What do you think of this Toronto crowd?
I love them. I love them. Some people might not. I love them. You know what I mean? So they get everything, you know, and that's another thing with battle rappers. You have to learn what crowd you're writing for. So, you know, props to them.
Yeah. And what's next for you?
Well, we in the end, we nothing Thanksgiving. I'm not battling for the rest of the year. I'm actually going to get a month off. I think I've done like 7 battles in the last month and a half, 2 months, since the YK battle. So I'm fried. I keep it official. I'm fucking fried. But next year, Cortez has a resume, about 5-6 people that I just want to end it off right. And like, I'm not really going to take as many small names and go for the chicken. You know, if something's incredible, but for the most part, like, I have a certain game plan with a certain roster, and for 2015, that's going to be happening while I have music out. I got 2 mixtapes done. I got the album done. So all that's already done. So for 2015, that'll be in circulation while I focus on 3 or 4 main battlers. You know what I mean?
Whoa, there was all this talk of you and Chubby Jag. What's going on with that?
Jag is super dope. If people really know their history, he really is on that battle rap shit. He's not going to come in there not knowing what the fuck to do. He's one of those few monsters, I could say. And we battled at Fight Club. We battled in the hood. It's always been ongoing. And I want to do it. I'll be honest with you, because I feel like after the Cass and Diz thing, I want to start setting trends. Like, I don't want to be scared. Like, niggas got to start setting trends. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like everyone's being scared. Like, fuck that. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, let's take it to the next level. Niggas want to judge battle? Cortez will do a top tier judge battle.
Here we go. We gotta run, because now it's Charlie Clips and Sharon. So here we go. BattleRap.com. Thank you.
Bang, bang.